Okay. That's creepy as fudge. How do I get out of here? I am lost on my own ship. It's the way out, back to the bridge. Let's go talk to Mars Eye now. I want to see what people got to say. Now the question is, how does Heinrich handle a relationship with the rogue trader if they also defend Mars Eye? Is that even possible? I don't know. I really and truly don't. In my head, I know that there's game mechanics, you know what I mean, to make sure it all happens. But in my head, thinking logically, I don't know if it gets to happen that way. So let's quick save and then talk to him and see if he hates us now.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. No, nothing. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Still the same greeting. All right, you destructive Xenos. On my ship. Oh, wait, no. You're over here. Such a awkward way to get to you. Let's talk about this, okay?
I and my attention are yours.
Oh. So this is, oh, goodness gracious me. After what happened on the officer's bridge, how are you coping with the warp crossings?
You granted me territory. Not the kind I'm used to, but more than enough to keep me occupied while this tub cuts through the veil. Your crew know which sector of the ship belongs to me, and apparently they've designated it a dumping ground for rule breakers. It does not matter. Their screams all sound the same.
That's a great compromise. Y'all, that is a fantastic compromise. It's rule breakers. It's people that would have been killed anyways. More than likely. So, you know, if they can survive the Mars Eye hunting time by hiding enough from him, then they deserve to live. And if not, well, you know, better greater cause kind of thing. I love this.
Since the first time, I've been slowly acclimatizing to voyaging through the veil. Only Monkey could have conceived of such a suicidal method of galactic travel. However, it is novel and exhilarating. At least now I know what I'm facing, and consequently, I will find a way to withstand it. And now it is time to learn what is happening with the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, leaderless and abandoned to the mercies of Kamora. The survivors will probably be driven into real space to fall prey to Silent Thresh. You must find them. If we encounter the remnants of the Cabal in this dimension, I will want to speak to them.
Will you tell me more about you and your Cabal?
Ask your questions. I will decide which is worthy of an answer.
The dark, devouring eyes gleam with interest. What does it mean to be a Draken?
The Draken is the first among the blades of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, and the Drukhari who stands but one rung below the Archon. The Draken leads raids and wages wars against other Cabals, keeps the arrogant true-born and half-born upstarts at bay, and has the pick of any opponent in any battle. Irimeris used to have others in her inner circle, but I ensured that they all disappeared one by one, and that their successors were too terrified to take their place. That was when my sister engaged an incubi order to serve as her bodyguards. Incubi do not respond to fear or bribes.
Okay. What sparked the wait. How are you only the Draken?
Keep your arrogance in check.
Nope.
Irimeris was clever and deadly, and if I had underestimated her abilities and strength, I would have been food for the Urgals long ago. The very fact that she surpassed me speaks for itself. I refused to give her cause to cast me out as a traitor. No, our rivalry, our little game that ran since our birth, took time. And another thing, when you're at the top, you need something to stave off boredom. This game amused us and terrorized the rest of the Cabal.
You speak in low Gothic. Knowing your kind, I cannot believe that you learned it willingly.
It was a punishment. One of my raids was not as successful as it should have been, and Irimeris ordered Tavantius to forcibly implant the knowledge of the repulsive monkey language into my mind. Supposedly so that I could at least benefit the Cabal by coaxing the monkey into their cages. 5 days I spent under a cerebral burner in the Spire's main hall, to the delight of Irimeris' entourage. I dislocated every joint, struggling in agony against my shackles. But I would endure it all again to expel this poison from my head.
But you wouldn't be able to talk to Tessera so easily otherwise. You call yourself a trueborn. What does that mean?
It is a caste in Komorra. Noble Drukhari born under certain circumstances. Their cradle before birth was not an amniotic gestational tube, but a living womb. Carrying a fetus for such a lengthy term is as good as a death sentence for a female Drukhari. She is too vulnerable to her enemy's attacks, and she is of no use on a raid. In Komorra, only the most powerful Drukhari, who are able to surround themselves with the best protection, can allow themselves such an extravagance.
So you have to be noble, born under... before birth was not amniotic. Okay. That's actually really interesting.
Farkaza Aziriesh, poisoner of Azdrujar, and Shaimish's elect, was one such exalted leader of the Drukhari. The result was worth the effort.
He casually waves his hand, inviting you to admire his person. You have numerous titles. Tell me.
Eviscerator of Illiridas, Blaze of the Barkag Kingdom, and Slayer of Koronus the Pale. Illiridas was a world inhabited by our distant Eldari cousins, until I led a reaping raid there. The Barkag Kingdom was a separate cluster on the fringes of Komorra before it went to war with the Reaving Tempest, and by the time I left, I was wading through the blood of its inhabitants. And lastly, Koronus the Pale. He was an ancient homunculus who betrayed the Aziriesh at the behest of another Cabal. That was not a military victory, but a personal one. In his attempts to make himself invincible, Koronus had sown inside himself the deadliest creatures from the depths of Komorra. It did not save him. I cut out every one of his 8 hearts and sent them to his former coven as a warning to the rest.
Wait, he did what? Okay, that's something. The Black Heart. What is their relationship to your Cabal? Yeah, Nazcarai and the Cabal of the Black Heart. What is their relationship to your Cabal?
The Cabal of the Black Heart is the most ancient of all the Cabals, and the largest. It casts a shadow over all Komorra, and when the Black Heart strikes, you submit or you die. The Reaving Tempest was not prepared to perish, so when the Black Heart's shadow stretched as far as us, Irimeris' predecessors chose to bend the knee and become their vassals. Irimeris never liked the Cabal's subordinate position. Her words, and sometimes her actions, directed against the Black Heart, prompted whispers of discontent and fear among those who served her. I was not willing to renounce the protection of Asdrubal Vekt's own Cabal. If I had succeeded in overthrowing Irimeris with Nazrakay's aid, many within the Reaving Tempest would have supported me.
Interesting, so that's why he went that way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Tess. Girl, you got a set of brass ones to say this. The more I listen, the more it seems that for a proud Drukhari, you seem very much to enjoy submitting.
An amusing example of a primitive mind. Any Drukhari towers over any monkey, and we do not conceal our attitude to livestock, but my Kabbalite kin. Every one of them should be treated with caution, and those who have already demonstrated their power and might are a deadly threat in their own right. I do not revel in submission. I accept things as they are. And I wait until a point of weakness reveals itself and calls to my blade.
Actually, I do think that that speaks actually very well to his character, where it's not that he is submitting, he just knows when to open his mouth and when to not. It's why he's here and his sister isn't. And I just find that to be very interesting, that he's, for one, telling you he knows that difference. And then you've also seen the action of it. By the way, he narrows his eyes and stares at you for several seconds as though he's trying to bore a hole right between your eyes. Yep, I knew that would piss him off, but I had to anyways. What sparked the conflict between you and your sister?
Must there be another reason beyond survival and ambition?
Kinda.
Komorra does not tolerate weakness. Komorra respects only strength and cunning. Either you climb upward on the corpses of your enemies, or you become one of the steps underfoot.
Tervantius, what was your connection?
Tervantius was Irimeris's ally, not mine. The Reaving Tempest is his patron, and patron also to the witches of the arena. I've had cause to seek out his artistry several times, and each time with difficulty. Of late, he's been gone from Komorra more often than he's been in it. He was probably in one of his lairs where he hides his other experiments and creations.
Do you know where his other lairs might be?
After Tervantius quarreled with the witches and was stripped of the Cabal's protection, his havens in Komorra were turned into a deadly trap. I imagine they've been ransacked and destroyed by now. His other hideouts may be somewhere in the tangle of the webway, or in real space. But that last possibility is madness even for a homunculus.
When did you have need of him?
When the grotesque of a rival Cabal ripped my arm off at the shoulder.
Oh.
When I needed a substance to wring the truth out of you in the Obsidian Court. When I had personal desires that only a master of flesh could satisfy.
Personal desires?
You are just dying to know, aren't you?
That's why we asked, because we want to know. Fair enough. Fine, I think we asked everything.
Are you sure?
For a second, the corner of his mouth quirks upward in a sneer. Fine, I'll leave you alone.
Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
Don't terrorize my ship, all right? Okay, so now we got Marzai all handled. Is anybody else gonna yell at me for this?
Lord Captain?
No.
Lord Captain.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised nobody's yelled at me for it. At the same time, though, we are the Lord Captain. So, can they yell at me for it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe they can't. Maybe they just gotta accept that, you know, we're gonna let Marzai kill a bunch of people every time we jump into, you know, go places and stuff. It'll be fine. It's fine. Listen, troublemakers getting punished. Just now, instead of people being angry that we have a Xenos on board, you could thank him for basically doing community service. That's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so upon further consideration, I think where we're gonna go is back to the homeworld. Yeah, I think... Wait, what is this? Why is there a question mark? Have we not been here before? I thought we've been here before. I had the green. Why was there a question mark there? Oh, does that look different? It looks really cool. Okay, but I think we're gonna go take care of the Abelard thing. Now, this could be a terrible idea. This could not be the advised, prescribed way to go, but I'm just gonna go. I don't know what is this? It's the eye of a magnetic storm. Okay. But here, right? We need to go here for... Yes. Okay. So... This? What? No. Eh? Hi. Oh, right. We're gonna go here. Warp travel there. Enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur who attempted to gain entry onto the bridge. May be worth your attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances are rather strange. You can't tell if Vigda sounds baffled or worried. I think it'd be reasonable for Pascal to take a look at him is... Well, why is it so unusual? The thing is, Lord Captain, the saboteur is most definitely a tech priest. He found his way aboard the ship, penetrated all of our security systems with staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. Nevertheless, the enforcers managed to capture him. And during the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Instead, he asked for an audience with the great machine spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea what he was talking about, he asked to meet with you. I consider it necessary to apprise you of the situation. This infiltration of a rogue trader ship operated by an authorized engine seer casts doubt on my tech comrade's stability. If he is indeed my tech comrade, that is, regardless, I request permission to communicate. Very well. I will speak to him. Who's coming with me for this? Is this a group thing? Just a me and I mean, I'll go hang out with just Pascal all day long. Like, yeah, like that's fine with me. I enjoy a good Pascal test field trip as much as the next person. Probably a little too much, actually. I do very much enjoy the quiet time with hanging out with Pascal. Okay, we should be good. I think. Yes, 100%. There we go. Oh, goodness. Nomos? Nomos? Hi, Nomos. The group of servitors whose movements are suspiciously well synchronized stare at the towering prisoner. You don't need to hear them speak to recognize Nomos, who has seen fit to attend the interrogation. Listen, all right. Nomos can do whatever Nomos wants. I give Nomos full permission. This is probably stupid. I'm probably going to regret it. But for right now, I am enjoying the whole ignorance is bliss thing. The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side. Deadly-looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still. I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother. The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pascal. Then the prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at Nomos, observing the servitors. Of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. What? It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. My ship is Nomos' temple. All right, you know what? Honestly, that's fine. That's fine. I'll allow that. Before I accept your apologies, tell me who you are and why you have infiltrated my ship. My name, if it matters, is Asclepius, formerly a computator general of the Cognizance fleet, now a liber recluse with the status of Malatek. Malatecs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and to prevent sedition from spreading. Pascal's voice sounds unusually alarmed. That's interesting that alarms Pascal. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archived data. My lost status is part of the replacement string in the long chronicle of the Cognizance fleet. I come not as a priesthood messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amernat. My brother once served as the engine seer prime on this ship. Wait, what? He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. It has spread that far. It's difficult to discern Pascal's emotions. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told me of a journey embarked upon by Theodora von Valent. What? A journey through the dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, and towards worlds unknown. The blessed Amernat was with her. There, upon the dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that this spirit then fell aslumber within the ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. This was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship upon whose deck the blessed Amernat had walked, and prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. Amernat traveled on the ship? Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Amernat was part of the rogue trader Theodora's inner circle before their ways parted. Tell me more of Theodora's journey. My knowledge of this is scarce. My brother suspected that his memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had been purposely modified. He saw it as a sign that the journey had revealed a great truth, that there were those who did not wish to see the truth brought to light. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodora had reached worlds unlike any the people of the Koronus Expanse had ever seen. There, she had unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Amernat had the privilege of experiencing. What do you know of this great spirit? It is a great miracle. The Omnissiah's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. I was born of the treasure that Amernat and Theodora discovered upon the Dark Worlds. Yet even being so glorious needs attendance and... Yet even a being so glorious needs attendance and guides. And as long as the Cognizance fleet is racked by schism and my brothers and sisters suffer defeat without end, there is no one to aid the spirit. That's why I came here. So does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Tessera. We know. We sense that his words are about us, that the story he has told is our story. You are strong, yet you let yourself be caught. I took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Omnissiah grants us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures that are all who have not yet tasted his knowledge. I have made my decision. As will I, and yet I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Nomos servitor speaks up suddenly in the faintest of whispers. Your actions have caused no harm, and so I shall not harm you. You're free. You may stay on the ship if you choose. I find you guilty of offense against the cult. Oh. What? No. You are now mine, and you shall obey my every whim. No. Your actions have caused no harm, so I shall not harm you. You're free to stay on the ship. I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe the reverence of the Great Spirit's deeds. Let the cycle be discontinued. Noimo's servitor turns their heads to you and nods all at once in what can be interpreted as an expression of gratitude. Okay. What just happened? So, Noimos is a great spirit born of something that Amernat and Auntie got into? Oh, yeah. Heinrich, did you have anything to say about Auntie doing something like that?
What can I do for you?
Nothing. I gotta go. Hey, Abelard?
Lord Captain?
No. Okay.
Somebody
gotta have something on this. Auntie did stupid things, and I need answers. Pascal, did you move? Oh, you moved down here with Abel? The
Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
So no, he too has absolutely nothing on this. Really? Wait, really? Is he just chilling on my ship now, though? Can I go talk to him? How many...
May your labors be effective.
Thank you. How many people I just got chilling on my ship? Where is he now? Factotum. That's me. Master Invictus. Okay. So is he up by Nomos? Nomos is here. Nomos. Oh, yeah, you're right there. Where's Earliet? Is she not here anymore? Or is she a different spot? So can I come talk to you? No. Okay. The massive figure of the Malatek is frozen before the cogitator in a praying pose. Without raising his head, he addresses you. I salute the ruler of the ship. I see you have found your great spirit. I have found a miracle, and the end of my worldly road. I have never seen and never will see anything more meaningful than the spirit of Nomos. In the face of its multitude, we are all nothing but a fixed value of erroneous functions. The cyber guard. Okay. Huh. Okay. This is fine. This is so fine. This is fine. So, Nomos. And Amernat was on our ship and nobody knew? Wait, what is happening here? Oh, that's fine. Like, how did nobody know? Okay, we need to make it... Wait, what is this one? No, I need... The fortress. I don't want to, I mean, I would love my own fortress. That would be lovely. No, we need Dargonus, which is here. I need to get to there. So, I mean, I could go here. And then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Which would have the most green. Wait, have I never... No, I have... It says it's uncharted, but I feel like I've been there, clearly. It later reports horrible nightmares. Oh. During the period designated as the night shift, the air throughout the ship suddenly turned stale. Those who were awake reported the feeling incredibly tired, and those who were asleep reported having horrible nightmares. The Xenos Earliette, one of the Lord Captain's retinue, was found delirious in one of the ship's bays. She was screaming in her unholy language, her arms raised above her head as if she was trying to keep the sky from falling. The enforcers were unable to free her from the trance. Two who attempted to move were attacked and died instantly. She explained that she had seen her homeworld collapsing around her. Oh, poor thing. Is that the Foulstone colony? Is that here? No, I don't even know. Like, how important is the colony stuff? Like, is that just a side thing? Is that a do it or else? What? We just quick saved, right? Right. Okay, what just happened? I'm so confused by all of that. But I guess we're being pulled back to the bridge? Are we gonna do another chair turn? I hope so. I love it when Tess turns her chair in that menacing way of hers.